started. This is we'll call the meeting to order. This is the City Commission meeting, and it is April 13th, 2026. Could we have the roll call, please?
Smith.
Aye.
Luke.
Here.
Commissioner Bragg is absent. Harvey.
Here.
Mayor Robish.
Present. Please join me for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Moving on to the agenda approval. I have no additions or corrections, I guess, so unless anyone else does.
Move to approve the agenda.
Second.
Roll call vote, please.
Smith.
Aye.
Clute. Aye. Oops, sorry. Rushing along here.
All right. Harvey.
Aye.
Mayor Robish.
Aye. Moving on to public forum. Public forum is limited to a maximum of 3 minutes per person. Please state your name and address for the record. Is there anyone in the audience here tonight for public forum? Seeing none, I know Commissioner Smith has something for us.
I do. Thank you, Mayor. Coming from the engineering department, asphalt milling and overlay for spring paving will begin April 20th and is expected to continue for approximately 2.5 weeks, weather permitting. Please be aware of posted no parking signs in affected areas. Vehicles parked in restricted zones may be towed at the owner's expense. As construction season begins, we also remind the public that it is against the law to ignore road closure signs. For everyone's safety, please watch out for construction workers and slow down when traveling through work zones. Thank you for your cooperation. Engineering.
Very good reminder.
When they're-
Can't wait to get that.
When they're going, get out of their way.
That's right.
Stay out of their way.
If you want new streets, stay out of
There you
the
go.
way. All right, I do have one thing for public forum again. This week we have another proclamation. Emergencies can occur at any time that require police, fire, or emergency medical services. And here at the City of Huron, we have our dispatch center, and we have, how many dispatchers do we have, full-time dispatchers?
9.
9 full-time dispatchers, and they dispatch for 4 counties, for fire, medical, emergency, and for police department. Also, county sheriff's department and whatever, so we have a very, very good staff in our 911 dispatch. And I will say this, that the dispatch office is a very vital, important, the first call comes into the dispatch. And they never get a last call. A lot of times they're left in the dark what's happened. And that's a very, well, they have to get ramped up for the call that's coming in. They never get time to decompress for the call going, for the result of the call. So it's a very stressful job. It's a very hard job. And it's a very demanding job. And we have the average span of a dispatcher, they say, is anywhere from 3 to 6 years. And that's a long time when you're under that much stress. Well, we've been very fortunate in our dispatch to have 2 gals from the same family, 2 sisters. And I see the one has retired and the other one's gonna try and beat her. So going for family bragging rights. But we have Gina Small with us tonight. And I'm going to present her with this proclamation. So, being therefore resolved, I, Mark Robish, the mayor of the city of Huron, South Dakota, do hereby proclaim the week of April 12th through the 18th, 2026 as National Public Safety Telecommunications Week. So Gina, come on up. share this with the rest of them, or you can take it home? and put it in
I
your-
will share.
Because right now, you're the boss. All right,
I will share.
all right.
Take it.
Thank you very much for your service.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, moving on to the consent agenda. Matters appearing on the consent agenda are expected to be non-controversial and will be acted upon by the commission at one time without discussion unless a member of the commission requests an opportunity to address any given item. Items removed from the consent agenda will be discussed at the beginning of the formal items. And our consent agenda tonight consists of 4.1 minutes of April 6, 2026, 4.2 fuel quotes for city departments, and 4.3 personnel items. Number 1, approve the updated engineering technician job description, post and advertise to fill for this position. Number 2, acknowledge that the engineering department's 2026 budget has available funding to support an engineering intern position. Number 3, approve the 2026 seasonal employment for staff at Rollin Pro Shop, Huron Public Library, Parks and Recreation, and Splash Central Water Park effective April 14th, 2026. And 4.4, payments of the bills.
Motion to approve?
Second.
Roll call vote, please.
Smith.
Aye.
Luce.
Aye.
Harvey.
Aye.
Mayor Robish.
Aye. Moving on to petitions and communications. Tonight we have 4, and I would like to have our city planner, Barry Cranston, just go through this one at a time. We'll vote on each one separately.
Thank you, Mayor. The first lot, as you can see, there are 4 quitclaim deeds, and they, just so everybody understands, they all do the same thing. They convey a property from the city's ownership to the Development Corporation, to Greater Huron, for the purposes that they can then turn and sell them to private ownership. The idea, and what was happening is we still had some of these lots under our control, and because they're being developed, the liability and things like that for the responsibility for those lots needs to be transferred to Greater Huron in their name. So, the first one is Lot 5, Block 5 of Southtown Edition, and this, again, this is simply a conveyance of ownership to the Greater Huron Development Board. Any questions?
Move to approve the transfer.
Second.
Okay. Any questions? The questions would now probably work for all of them, but I guess we'll ask for questions on this one. No questions? Roll call vote, please.
Smith.
Aye.
Luce.
Aye.
Harvey.
Aye.
Mayor Robish.
Aye. Okay, number 2.
Okay, number 2 is Lot 5, Block 10, which is basically across the street in Southtown. Again, this just conveys the ownership to the Development Corporation pending construction completion and conveyance to private ownership.
Motion to approve?
Second.
One thing I
Yes.
would say on this one, I just realized when looking at this, is that my office is handling the transaction on this lot, so I'm going to recuse from the vote.
Okay, thank you for that. Roll call vote.
Smith.
Aye.
Luce.
Aye.
Harvey.
Abstain.
Mayor Robish.
Aye. Okay, number 3.
Okay, Lot 7, Block 4, Southtown Edition. This is another lot in Broadland, or in Southtown, excuse me. And so we'd recommend approval of this as well.
Motion to approve.
Second?
Roll call vote, please.
Smith.
Aye.
Luce.
Aye.
Harvey.
Aye.
Mayor Robish.
Aye. And 6.4.
Okay, the only thing different with this one is that this is Lot 7 in Broadland, or in Dogleg Court. It's the Bradlin Creek Second Edition. This house is located at the far north end of the cul-de-sac and would be right across the street from the new house that's up there today. And so that's Terry Mason's is the new house, and then this house will be going across the street. It's Greater Huron is contracted with the school for this house. It's the CTE house.
Okay.
Move to approve.
Second?
Any questions, comments on this one? Roll call vote, please.
Smith,
Aye.
Clute,
Aye.
Harvey.
Aye.
Mayor Robish.
Aye. Thank you, Mr. Cranston.
Thank you.
Moving on to ordinances and resolutions. 7.1, public hearing to consider resolution and community activity center lease agreement. And we have with us tonight Chad Schroeder, our Parks and Rec Director.
Thank you, Mayor and Commissioners. So this is the new lease agreement for the Bergman Arena Community Activity Center. And I just want to start out by specifying that this agreement was reviewed by a committee that consisted of Commissioner Bragg, our Park Board President Steve Goen, myself, along with the Huron Hockey Association Executive Board. There was a lot of gray area in our previous lease with responsibilities, and we feel like with the work we put into this, it should make the renewal process a lot smoother moving forward. A couple of things I'd like to highlight within this lease, some of the changes that we made. Previously, this was a 10-year lease. Now it's going to be a 3-year lease, so we can review it more often. The Hockey Association is going to be utilizing our old Parks and Rec office space for their operations out there. And then the Hockey Association now will be paying an annual rental fee along with a percentage of all the utilities. Previously, they were just paying a percentage of compressor meter and the dehumidifier meter out there. So that's a little bit of a change we made. That's all going to be based on Exhibit A in your packet. That's an exhibit that we've developed to determine percentages. Exhibit B of your packet of this lease agreement is going to be used to clarify maintenance expense responsibilities for specific areas within that building. And then the Hockey Association also plans to make some upgrades out there in that building, and they're going to be responsible for the expense for taking care of that, and they're going to have to comply with all the building codes, anything that's applicable to their projects. Appendix C in your packet or in that lease agreement was developed to determine who's responsible for insuring specific items within the premises. And Pauline and I worked together on that along with the Hockey Association to kind of determine that list. And then Pauline and I will be working on values on trying to make sure that we have our adequate insurance for the building, now that we've determined kind of who's responsible for what. This was approved by the Park and Recreation Board on March 18th, and I'm asking for the commission approval for the resolution and authorizing the Park Board President to sign.
Motion to approve?
Second.
Any further questions for Chad or for Steve or the Hockey Association? I'm assuming you're here for it? Okay.
I just want to comment, I read through and I thought it was very easy to understand, and I loved all the detail outlining who's responsible for what. I was really impressed with the work you did.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It was all of us that worked very hard on it.
Yeah, it was
Thank
easy to
Commissioner
read.
Bragg.
Yep.
And the hockey is good with all these? Good?
Yep.
Good.
I have a
Yes,
question
go
for
ahead.
me, Mayor. How did you arrive at the Hockey Association participant numbers and then multiplier as that increased?
So that's based off of Exhibit A, and we will make that determination. We have a date set of November 1 to November 13th, and that's based off of the report that they will submit to us off of their USA Hockey participants. So that's how we determine, at that date, that's how we'll determine what percentage we use for that year.
So by definition, participants are the
Hockey players.
players, okay. All right, that's understandable, because assuming you have more players, then you're gonna charge more for it.
That's correct.
I have another question. Were you done, Commissioner Smith? I'm sorry.
I am, thank you.
How many participants are there right now? Or for this past year?
154?
Yeah, this past year is 154.
Thank you.
Okay. Any other questions, comments? Thank you, Chad, for being very thorough.
Thank you.
That doesn't surprise anybody. Let's see, we need a roll call vote, please.
Smith.
Aye.
Clute.
Aye.
Harvey.
Aye.
Mayor Robish.
Aye. All right, moving on to 7.2, first reading of ordinance number 2280-5-138 is the video lottery fee, and set the second reading on April 27th, 2026. And Paulina, do you want to go over any new highlights from last week, or?
No, it's pretty much the same. I wasn't going into too much detail. In the memo, it states, that our state laws do allow this. It's going to be $50 a machine, and we are working on the inventory of machines at the establishments, and it should coincide with both liquor and beer renewals. Beer renewals are happening now, so we're getting that inventory, and people are actually starting to pay, so good thing we got this going. So I do ask for first reading, second reading next week, and then we'll also have a resolution that sets the fee at $50.
Okay.
Motion to approve.
Second?
Any other questions before we get into the second reading?
Any feedback from vendors or?
So we sent it out, I think I explained that last week, we sent it out to all the license holders, because we wanted that feedback, and we did talk to two of them that are, I don't know what you'd say, in charge of our local liquor association. They're very supportive of it. Again, I did talk to the county. Two of the establishments that have casinos are outside city limits. We have no jurisdiction there to apply fees to them, so the county will be looking at that. If we can do it through state law or not, I don't know.
All right, let's see, yeah. Roll call vote.
Smith.
Aye.
Clute.
Aye.
Harvey.
Aye.
Mayor Robish.
Aye. All right, moving on to departmental items. Presentation of the unaudited financial statements for the year 2025. And it starts all over again.
And again, yeah. I'm not gonna go into a lot of detail either. Our audit does start the week of May 9th. So ELO is our auditors, and they'll be coming in. What you have in your packet is the balance sheets for all the funds, all the general fund, all the governmental type funds, and the water sewer garbage, which are called enterprise funds. These are the unaudited financials. I would like approval to go ahead and send these to legislative audit and start our process.
I would move to approve to send them for legislative audit.
Second?
Okay, we don't have our finance commissioner here with us tonight, but, I'm not sure if he had any more to add, but I'm sure you're on the same page. So.
Yeah, you don't know of anything. If you have questions on any of it, just note that the last page of that does show the debt that the city has. It's sometimes interesting to look at. You don't realize it until you look at it.
Okay. Any questions? Roll call vote, please.
Smith.
Aye.
Clute.
Aye.
Harvey.
Aye.
Mayor Robish.
Aye. Having completed all our business, I would entertain a motion to go into executive session for contractual 1-25-2, parent 3.
Move for executive session
There you go.
because of that.
Okay.